All right, y'all. Today is Maine Maple Sunday. I'm going to take you out to go see Tim and Kristen Bishop at Wiseacre Farm and Art out in Palermo, Maine, where Tim runs Acer Confectionery, and he's going to show me how to make his Maine maple syrup. Oh, wow, that's so good. Wow, that is beautiful. This is where Tim works his magic with the final processes of the syrup. But first, Kristen's going to go take me to see where they collect the maple sap. Oh, wow, that's pretty crazy. So it just runs all downhill and then you collect it down here at the bottom?
Yes, that's how you want to do it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice, one line.
Yep. And we are over the freedom line right here. These people are a sweet little family. They got a bunch of baby goats right now.
As you can see here, tapping the maple trees going down the hill, they allow gravity to collect it at the bottom. Then they come back when it's full and pick the containers up with their truck. It just goes up, runs all the way up in there. Those are your barrels. That actually is really neat. Yeah, I've never even been in one of these before. Nice setup you got. Wow.
That's the maple syrup evaporator, sap evaporator. This is a machine called a reverse osmosis that concentrates the sugar in the sap. It does the opposite of what they usually do. They're usually for drinking water, and you want the clean water, and you get rid of whatever else is concentrated in there, like salts or. But this is the other way around. You just take the concentrated stream, and then the clean water you use for stuff, or just let it run on the ground.
Oh yeah. That's interesting.
Anyway, it'll take that 100 gallons and I'll squeeze it down to about 50, and then I'll run it from there into there and squeeze it down again to about 25 gallons, so it can be 4 times more concentrated.
Wow.
Before I even boil, and then I don't have to spend so much time boiling and use so much wood.
That makes sense. Yeah, more efficient.
I'd rather use a little electricity than spend all that time.
Yeah, I am all about efficiency. The overhead of life can become too much, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, this
is awesome.
thing, it's not real big. It doesn't boil that fast, and I only have so much time. So I'm working full time right now, so I couldn't do it without having this.
Totally makes sense. That's awesome. Yep. We're feeding the fire.
Just got this lit. He didn't survive the encounter because then he ran off and went and sat on the wood pile, and I got him. So, poor guy. yesterday, so I got 150 gallons, which is all I want to deal with today. Go up today because it's fairly clear out. Is the less time you boil, the lighter the syrup stays. If it doesn't take as much time boiling to get it to syrup, it's going to come out lighter. As you cook things, they darken up and they get caramelized and brown. So concentrating with that, you end up with lighter syrup. Because I make candy, it's perfect because that's what you really want for candy making is the lighter stuff.
Yeah, it's really steaming up.
And it runs like this, and you can see another cut there. And it runs like this, and then it comes in here, and it continues to zigzag until it comes over here where this end is blocked. This is a plug. There's a pipe in there. You can see it coming out the side. That pipe is plugged. But so the sap basically pushes, and as you draw off, you're refilling from the opposite end. So it's always kind of pushing toward the end where you're going to be drawing.
Oh yeah.
And also the heavier syrup wants to go to that end. So it's kind of a continuous process, even though you're not drawing off syrup all the time.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah, good thing I came down here last night. The snow
Wow,
was
really?
really blowing. That was wide open. The snow was coming straight in through there. But,
Yeah, now I see why you opened those.
yeah. Keyboard. Traditionally, there's a cupola on a sugar house. It's got just a regular A roof, but then the top in one section is cut out, and it's basically like a steeple almost. And then those doors are on the sides of it. But I built this a little differently just because.
Yeah. Seems to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had a neighbor who built a sugar house,
Oh, the smell.
and he overlapped. He had one side higher, so like a clear story. There was a little bit of wall above where the other roof came in. So it's like two sheds facing, and the way he did it, he left his just one side open with a little, just a gap. Basically,
Yeah.
it was open year round,
Yeah.
and it worked fine. So I kind of took that idea that I put doors on it, and made it taller so there was room for the doors.
Yeah.
He just had kind of like a slit up there. I kind of assume that about most batteries anyway, after having early experiences with some that couldn't hack it, but you know. Yeah, the Rubbermaid, they're food safe.
That's pretty cool. Just drips from there.
All the roads were lined with sugar makers. And, they used to just give everyone some syrup. There was a lot of landowners too. At the end of the season, they would drive out with the little bottles, little jars of syrup.
Now is that it all comes from sugar maple? Is that
Yeah.
that the trick of it?
You can tap red maples. There's no problem with that. They don't run quite as sweet. But especially with something like this, where, you know, even if it starts out a little lower, you're still going to bring it up
Yeah.
pretty concentrated. So it doesn't matter. The flavor's the same.
So tasty.
Red maples and sugar maples are close cousins.
Really going now. Oh,
Alright. Just keeping up with this thing.
I see that.
I get it set. That pipe on the outside, so I can see the level in there. It's a sight gauge. It's hard to see the liquid, but I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about a little under a third of the way up.
Yep.
That hasn't moved. I've been trickling it in and trickling it in that way, and that's been right there for like an hour. So I don't have much longer out here. It's only like another hour.
Cavity here. Like I said, I can take you down so you can see the stands. But he's on duty still.
It's still like almost syrup. I'm gonna take a little more of that. I've been due for a big draw like this. It's been building up.
Is that coming out? Oh, so you have most of the bread almost syrup. Okay. So I can see it. Oh.
Yeah, you got the warm spot back here.
Yeah, really. Only was opportunity around it and great
Yeah, this is filming up way too much. This is ready to draw. This is syrup right here.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to test this with a hydrometer just to see. I think I probably have pulled off a little more than I needed to. Yeah, it's a little bit light, so that's all I'm going to take for now. Just need,
So a little longer? Is that?
well, the syrup's a little bit on the light side, so that I'm not going to draw off anymore. That right there is about what I usually get anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This will be ready to give me some more here. Let that cool down a little bit.
Yeah,
Just let it cool down.
How
Here,
do
take the ladle, let it cool for a moment.
Wow. The smell is amazing. Oh wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it.
Wow. Oh wow, that is so good. Wow, that is beautiful.
There. No, that filtered up nice. That's some early season golden delicate is what they call the color, the grade now. This is light early season syrup.
Yeah, that's beautiful.